The two most successful clubs in English football history resumes their rivalry this Sunday, Super Sunday, as we play Manchester United at Anfield. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications as I give my preview for the game and a slight prediction. So without any further ado, let's get into this one. As over the international break, our players started to ball out, and it shows me what I already knew. The players weren't the problem. The system and the tactics before the international break was a real problem, and we needed the international break more than any other side, because our last three games before the international break, we lost all of them. 90th minute daggers against Crystal Palace and against Chelsea, followed by the game prior to Chelsea when we lost 1-0, terrible performance against Galatasaray. And yeah, man, in terms of, I broke it down in my previous videos about the problems that was occurring, and yeah, man, I'll sound like a broken record if I keep repeating them. So that's in the past. International break happened. Let's look forward now. Hopefully this game gives us a massive opportunity, definitely gives us a massive opportunity, and hopefully we take advantage of that by getting the win that we need to kickstart our season and to also build confidence for the rest of the season, because this is a big game for morale, momentum, stuff like that. And obviously over the international break, you can imagine those question marks. People was questioning Salah, that they always do throughout the 9 years. Nonsense. There was questioning whether he signed too many players. There was questioning whether Arne Slot can build his own team, because apparently he's riding off Klopp's coattails and whatnot. So yeah, man, you're always going to hear people like talk nonsense, especially if you're on a bad run of form. You understand? And hopefully this is a blip. Hopefully it's a blip, and I genuinely do believe it's a blip. You understand? Because losing 3 games in a row, that hasn't happened since 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, man, it's definitely unusual. And who's going to start this game? I genuinely don't know. You understand? I genuinely don't know. So, obviously, as I load this up, if I can. Oh, bear with me for a second, you lot. Alright, cool. So, as I get this up quickly, I'm going to talk about, for the Manchester United point of view, obviously their season has not got off to the best of ways. You understand? Has it got off to the best of ways? I think, what is it? They got wins against Sunderland, in their last game. Definitely, it was definitely a much needed win. We say, look, it looked bleak for Manchester United in terms of the defeats against Manchester City. Last gasp winner against Burnley. You understand? And performance-wise, it was like last season carrying on all over again. You understand? So it's a thing where this is a perfect game for Manchester United, from a Manchester United point of view, to get some morale, get some confidence as well. And there it is. I loaded it up. So apologies for the mix-up, you understand? But let's get into this one properly. So obviously, the head-to-head records. Previously, the last game at Anfield finished 2-2, where I think Manchester United was very unlucky not to win that game. I feel like we should have lost that game. We didn't perform well at all, and Manchester United fully deserved the draw. And really and truly, I personally feel like they should have won the game. I know we had more shots, more big chances missed, but I feel like that last second chance from Harry Maguire, I think it was a massive point in our season, you understand, as morale was not finished, momentum was not dropped, and we went on to win the league at a canter. So yeah, that's the last game at Anfield. And then obviously, thing again, man, I always do this. Previously, though, at Anfield, the last time we won at Anfield against Manchester United was the 7-0. Amazing 7-0 win, you understand? And hopefully we can recreate that. So obviously injuries, Alisson's out, Leone's out unfortunately, Gravenberch is a doubt, but I feel like he'll make the game. Stefan Bajcetic and Endo is doubtful. As for Manchester United, Mazuawi, question marks around him. Lissandro back in training, but I don't think he'll start. And Aiden Heaven out. So if you look at the previous results, before Manchester United's win against Sunday, they lost to Brentford, they beat Chelsea. So it's kind of, in their last 5 games, they've got 3 wins and 2 defeats, you understand? Whilst with us, we got 2 wins and then 3 defeats in a row. So both teams needs something from this game, you understand? And yeah, the last time we won was the 7-0 thing, 0-0 the year after. So Manchester United have not beaten us since this right here. 2016 was the last time they beaten us at Anfield, you understand? I feel like we dominated that game as well. We missed chance after chance after chance, and Rooney scored in the 78th minute by a half volley. Phil Jones was at the stands. He was in the Manchester United end celebrating like crazy. So hopefully they don't break the hoodoo. You understand? But if you look at the what is it? The news that's going around, injury scare for Gravenberch and stuff like that. So yeah, man. That's the stats that you might want to know about in terms of the game. And yeah, man, no doubt about it. This is the biggest game in English football. We understand two of the most successful sides, trophy cabinet, global fans, revenue, stuff like that. We are the two biggest clubs in England. So hopefully we show why we are the biggest team in England. You understand? Be successful. We are the most successful side. So let's show why we're the biggest side. You understand? Lineups now. And this is my thing. Let me see if I can load this up because I have my 11 on what I will play, but Slot will not do it. You understand? And I think people need to realize that people have been questioning Cody Gakpo. They've been questioning Cody Gakpo. You understand about what he brings to the team and whatnot, and people are not really feeling him. But at the same time, I think Cody Gakpo is suffering just like the rest of the other players in terms of everyone looks out of form to the system and tactics because over the international break he was balling out. He always balls out for Holland, didn't it? So it's nothing new. I agree, it's nothing new. He always balls out for Holland, but at the same time, though, it is an eye opener that when most of our players are balling out for the country, but they can't seem to coexist in the same team, it screams it's going to take time for everyone to understand the system, to understand what Arne Slot wants from this team. And hopefully we can click very soon because we have amazing players. Individually, our player cabinet is off the scale. So it's about time we show that. So let me go through the starting 11 that I think Slot will play. So obviously if I get this up properly. In goal, it's going to be Mohamed Ashvili, innit? Ashvili is going to start. Because obviously Alisson's out injured and yeah, he's out. And yeah, man, this is a stage for Mohamed Ashvili to step up. Obviously against Chelsea, I don't think he done that bad. You understand? Obviously, there's nothing you could have done about it, in my humble opinion. You understand? So right back now, it's tough. Me personally, I'll go Frimpong, but Bradley will play in it. I think Bradley will play. And Bradley needs a big game as well because this has been a very disappointing start to the season for him. He hasn't taken that right back spot like with both hands, you understand. Konate might be a doubt, but I'm going to put him in because I feel like he's definitely going to play. And yeah, Konate again, this is his last at the club in my opinion. He needs a big season. And unfortunately, he's not looking to have a big season, but form is temporary, class is permanent, Ibrahima, you understand? So yeah, that's for me. And I think Kirkes will start as well. Obviously, the Hungarian media got onto him because of his performance. You understand? But I felt like he played the role that he should be playing. You understand? As an overlapping fullback, causing chaos down the flanks. None of this back three, inverting, build up nonsense. That doesn't suit his style. You understand? Doesn't suit his style at all. And it looks like we're misprofiling our fullback. So why on earth did we go and buy them? So we best play to their strengths. You understand? Obviously in midfield, Szoboszlai has to play, and he will play. You understand? So Szoboszlai's in because we need his energy, we need his physicality, and also the quality that he showed this season. Definitely be a bonus. Gravenberch has to play, and McAllister come off get scoring 2 goals against Argentina. I'm very happy for him. He's a fit McAllister, improves our team by extra 50% because he's a magician when he's at his best and when he's like firing all cylinders. But this season he's been poor. He's been non-existent, man, non-existent. You understand? So that's why for me, and obviously he played. I think he played so many minutes for Argentina to the point I feel like he does need a rest for this game. You understand? So at number 10, I'm going for Flo. Florian Wirtz, man. Obviously, still no goals, still no assists. But getting onto him, but for me, my stocks will not invest in him. I know how talented a player he is. And I still think he's a world-class player. I'm not reactionary, but I know what I saw at Bayer Leverkusen. I know what I saw. He done it for both club, done it for country as well, and also in the Champions League last season. And even he was balling in it. So I don't feel like not even a bad start to his Liverpool career. It hasn't been a terrible start. It's been an average start to his Liverpool career. Shouldn't define him. You understand? And trust me, he will. I have full confidence that he will ball out, and I'm not worried about him at all. Obviously, Salah. Right hand side, he needs a big game, you understand? People are questioning whether he should be in the side. But for me, when you have a player like Mo Salah, yeah, 9 years of ridiculous consistency and stuff like that, it's there's 2 things that you can do. Put him on the bench and let other players shine, which I fully hear, you understand? But I genuinely do feel like if we do that, then it could cause some rift in terms of like egos and that, because you can tell Mo Salah has an ego. You understand? Like, if you put him on the bench for way too many games, he'll probably pick up fast, and that's not what we want to see. You understand? So yeah, man, that's just my take on it. And also, he owns Manchester United, innit? His record against Manchester United is absolutely incredible. So he's almost guaranteed to do something in this game. So you have to keep the best players on the pitch, and he's definitely still one of our best players. I don't care what no one tells me. He's the king for a reason. You stand by him, you support him, and allow him to play into his way of form. You understand? Last game, terrible, but form is temporary, class is permanent. You understand? And Gakpo's on the left hand side, and then up front, I'm gonna go Ekatike still. I think Ekatike is more match fit. I feel like he's more on form, and yeah, man. If this was my starting 11, I would personally have Issa and Ekatike both start at the same time, innit? I have Works on the left-hand side and Salah on the right-hand side, innit? With Sabasa and Gravenberch. 4-4-2 as the starting formation, and then when we attack, go to a 4-2-4, and then when we defend, 4-4-2, you understand? But Slot's not going to do that because he'll be worried about the defensive side of the game. But we can't defend anyway. Our defensive structure is terrible. And hopefully Slot will have worked on that over the international break. We will concede them far too many goals. We'll concede like 2+ goals a game. That's disgraceful for a club of our size and the players that we have. That's disgraceful. So that has to change ASAP. And this is the lineup that I think Slot's going to go for the minute. This is the lineup. So yeah, man. Hopefully I can get your take on the lineup that I put out in terms of what Slot's going to put out. You understand? And yeah, man. What am I doing here? So yeah, this is the lineup I'm going to go with. Now, this is not my personal lineup, but this is the lineup I think Slot's going to go. You understand? So yeah, man. Now it's on to my predictions. On to my predictions. You see what it is? I don't really want to do a prediction in terms of scorelines and that, because I think it's a superstition that I have that the last 3 times I've done a prediction, we lost all. So I'm not really going to do a prediction for this game. I just hope Arne Slot finds the right balance for this game. I just hope Arne Slot puts the right tactics out, put the right starting 11, because I don't feel like the lineup that I think he's going to go with, I don't think is the right starting 11. So I feel like the balance is all wrong in that 11, but hopefully Slot will have figured it out, you understand, using this 11 that potentially could start the game. And yeah, man, hopefully we get the win, a much needed win. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below your predictions for the game. How do you think the game could be won? I feel like the game could be won in the midfield, you understand? Because the way both teams' midfields are in terms of being vulnerable in transitions, 50-50s, it's tailor-made for a basketball game. But I don't want to see that. I just want to see a routine 3-0 win, go home, everyone's happy, kickstart our season. Hopefully we do that. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. And until then, I'm out. Love, 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 love.